I'm going to give it a minute. I'm actually going to share this to my Discord and stuff, so I'll be right back. Yeah, thanks. I'm kind of just waiting a minute to see if anybody joins here. Let's see if I can view the comments. Live chat. There we go. Hey, Will, what's up, man? Hey, we just had a hell of a show, man. That was awesome. Just got all my stuff. Hell of a show, man. That was awesome. Just got all my stuff put away. Now I'm just sitting here with some Jack Daniels. Just chilling, you know? There's really no rhyme or reason to this stream. I've always wanted to do this after a show, and I've never had a chance because we're always playing 3 sets until like 1 o'clock in the morning. And, you know, for this show, it was like we finished at 9, and I was able to get my stuff done. It's 9:30 p.m. Eastern. I have time now. I can sit here, talk to you guys. I was at the merch booth for a while, and now I'm, you know, sitting here doing this live stream. Thanks, Will. I really appreciate it. So at the beginning of the show, I guess, my guitar was on and my mic was on, and then like at the end of the song or like the beginning of the second song, the cable for my guitar and the cable for my microphone both broke at the same time. So there was no mic and there was no guitar for like the whole second song. It was a nightmare. Like I noticed that my guitar and my voice disappeared from the venue, and I'm looking around like, what is going on? I look behind me and there's like these techs running around the back of the stage. I don't know if you could see it on the live stream or not, but there were these techs running around the back of the stage, like running, trying to plug cables in different places, trying to like change the cables. And they had like this room mic that wasn't working. Then they tried to get working. Then all of a sudden during one of the songs, I heard my voice come back. So, you know, that's the kind of stuff that happens when you play, you know. You can never plan for that stuff. It just happens. I think overall it was a pretty good show, you know. Normally we play for like 3 or 4 hours, and this show was only 1 hour. So I spent 3 hours worth of energy in 1 hour. It was fun. Yeah, the drummer's voice disappeared too, Will. So first it was just me, my voice and my guitar. And then I think they fixed it, and then we did Summer 69, and then the drummer's voice was just not, it was gone. It wasn't there. So I was singing harmony badly because I had fried my voice earlier in the set by going too hard, and all you could hear was bad harmony, and you couldn't hear him singing at all. I feel horrible for him, for Rob. I mean, he put his guts out there for us all, and you know he lays it out on the line every single night for us, and I hate that his voice didn't come through for everybody to hear, and you know, so. Thankfully, they got it fixed. By the time he did his next song, it was ready to go and fixed. It just sucks because, you know, there was only 3 or 4 songs for him, and one of them was gone, and that really, really sucks. I think otherwise it was really fun. I regret my camera placement because there were these giant subwoofers, like humongous subwoofers that were like 5 foot deep. I ran out and jumped on top of those during some of those solos. I don't think you could really see that with the camera placement that I chose, so I apologize for that if I disappeared from the frame for a while, but that's why. I've never had a headset mic before, Will. I bought it for this show, and because one of my favorite concerts of all time is the 1986 Live Without a Net Van Halen New Haven show. And in that show, Sammy Hagar has a headset mic at the beginning of the show. I always thought that was so cool how he was able to run around the stage with it and sing and play, and I wanted that freedom for myself. So I bought one of those. It was really cheap, and I bought one of those to use tonight. It was the first time I ever used it. I think it worked pretty well. I really enjoyed being so free to be able to go around wherever the hell I wanted to go. Yeah, when I went hard into that microphone, it did crap out. I had the volume set at Unity, so that just tells me that next time I need to turn it down to about a quarter. Turn it down to about 10 o'clock. It was at 12 o'clock. I need to turn it maybe down to 12 o'clock. And then do the boosting on the board or on the EQ. instead of doing it on the little receiver itself, wireless receiver. So all things considered, man, 30 to 40 bucks gets you a lot today, because that's crazy how good that is for that price. I'm probably going to review it coming up soon here. I've never reviewed a mic, but I'm going to review this one because I just did a show with it. I rolled around on the floor and cramped both of my legs with it, and it worked. It didn't die on me. So believe it or not, Def Leppard bass player vibes. Hey, I'm honored. I love Def Leppard. Pyromania is one of my favorite albums. Well, really, you got to put them all together, though. High and Dry, Pyromania, and the third one, Hysteria. You got to put those 3 albums together and play it all the way through, and you've got a masterpiece. Those 3 albums are amazing. I love those. Thank you for saying that. Appreciate it. I got the tiger pants today. Yeah. I've only worn these one other time in my life, and it was this show last year, which we didn't live stream. We weren't doing live streams back then. But we do them now. You know, I think that it's a fun thing to do. And, you know, I really, I had to decide tonight. Was I going to record it in 4K and then split it up and post it? Or was I going to live stream it at 720p? And I decided to live stream it at 720p because I have enough people. There's only maybe 5 of you, but there's enough people that would want to watch it live that it was worth it for you specifically. I live streamed it for you. For you guys who did tune into it, that's why I did it. Otherwise, I could have done a 4K shoot, and I could have posted a video every day for the next 2 weeks. And I'm still going to do that, but it would have been in much better quality than what we ended up getting. But, you know, doing the live stream, I think it's exciting to watch it live. You know, you guys support me, and you support our band. Will, you support me to the point where you noticed that I had a headset mic for the first time, you know? So you and people like you are why I do this stuff, you know? It's why I make these reviews and these videos. And, you know, the live streaming is just an extra thing. I want to live stream more often. I think that doing videos like this live stream is great. We're just going to talk. We don't have to have an objective or an agenda. We don't have to be performing for anybody or anything. We're just going to sit here and talk about whatever, you know? So I just wanted to do this quick live stream to give you guys an opportunity to ask me any questions or just talk about random stuff that happened tonight and what you guys hope to see in the future. You know, the future is going to be big for me, and I've got some things in the works that are going to be, you know, pretty nice, and I'm excited to share that with you. Now's not the time to share that with you, but, you know, when it's time, and you'll know. You like seeing what gear I'm going to crack out each time. You're not a weirdo, Will. That's the first thing I do when I go to a concert is I want to know what's his amp and what's his guitar and what's his pedal. So I will tell you tonight what I use. I'm going to take these off. That's distracting. There, you can see. See, I'm not an Android. See my eyes? Tonight I used a Line 6 Spider valve, straight, no pedals. That's it. That was my whole rig. Line 6 Spider valve. I had the FBV, I think is what it's called, the floorboard, which has 4 buttons, 1 for each preset. And the reason I did that is at this show, you couldn't see it because I stopped the live stream, but when we finished, they go on less than 30 minutes after us. So it's bang, 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 you're done, get your shit off the stage immediately, go, get out of here, go, 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 because here they come. So I didn't want to have my normal board, a whole stack with my 5150 and all that stuff. So I have this Line 6 Spider valve, which sounds tremendous, unbelievably good. I was using a 5150 for the last month or two, and that's what I'm used to now. You know, it's an analog, it's valve, it's real. I use pedal board. I got that Line 6 Spider valve, which has been in my garage for about 8 months. I haven't used it in so long. And I plugged it into my cab, and it blew me the fuck away how good it sounded. And so I said, I'm using that. You know, there's effects built into it. I don't need a boost pedal. You know why? I just took my favorite patch and copied it and made the volume higher. So instead of a boost, I just went to my copied patch with the higher volume. That was it. I used the Annihilator, the Frankencaster, the Crapacaster, whatever you want to call it. I'm proud of that guitar. I was trying to make a point tonight. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I will always prefer Valve and real stuff. Always, forever will that be my preference. But when you're a gigging and working musician, and when you're a recording musician, oh my God, the digital stuff works so good. That Line 6 Spider Valve, they're so cheap. I just at Guitar Center a couple weeks ago. They had a used one for $199. That's completely batshit crazy bonkers insane, that price, for what you get. I mean, you're getting 4 6L6 power tubes, and it's 100 watts. It is so unbelievably loud, and the effects are great, but you gotta do it yourself. You can't use the built-in effects. They're not good. Start from zero and make your own effects, and you will be able to gig like tonight. We had over 1,000 people out in that crowd tonight, and I was not mad, or I didn't care. My gear was fine. The Annihilator did a great job. Great job. It's got the Epiphone SG humbucker in the bridge. It's got the American Telecaster, not American. It's a Fleor Telecaster neck pickup. I actually bought that pickup to go in my Squier Bullet, but then I got an American Telecaster and didn't need the upgrade, so I took it out and put it in the Annihilator. It's got my wife's name on it. It's got my kids' initials on it. And so I played that guitar tonight for them and to prove a point. People go out and play with $1,000, $1,200, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 guitars, and I went out there with a guitar that if I bought all the parts separately, probably would have cost less than $100. And I think it kicked absolute ass because of that amp. And I think it looked cool. I put reflectors on it, and I think it reflected pretty cool, and it was me, you know? I want to represent myself when I'm on stage, and that Annihilator is me. It's a hodgepodge of random stuff that I put together to my spec and my preference, and that is me. That's who I am as a musician. I hodgepodge together the things that I like, I make up my own stuff, and I put it all together, and what do you get? You get me. And that's what my guitar was tonight. My backup guitar was my Epiphone Firebird, which was the prodigal son guitar that came back to me. Made a video about it last 2 weeks. You might have seen the video this morning, the video last week as well, where I talked about those guitars, or that guitar. But I brought that guitar. That's my easiest playing guitar, and it sounds amazing. Those mini humbuckers are great. The review of that guitar is coming out next week. That's going to be part 3 of that series. It is my favorite guitar, and it sounds the best, it plays the best, and almost brings a tear to my eye that I have it back. I thought tonight was the time to bring it back out and use it, but the Annihilator won, because I needed a tremolo tonight. John, if you're watching, he makes a joke every single week without fail. Panama without a tremolo, Panama without a tremolo, Panama without a tremolo. He says it every single week. Tonight I had a tremolo, John, if you're watching. For you. That is why I had it. And it was, you know, it was fun. I felt like I was channeling all of my heroes tonight. You know, I had Ed in my head, I had Ace Frehley in my head, I had all of my heroes in my head, Jimi Hendrix in my head, but mostly I had you guys in my head, my fans in my head, and myself in my head, my family in my head. I could write a song using those lyrics if I really wanted to. I love trying different things out too. Gigging with stuff that you've never gigged with before is so fun, because trying to posture, if something doesn't work, and you're like, oh shit, that doesn't work the way I wanted it to, I gotta do something about that. It's really fun to try to get that stuff to work. But that Annihilator guitar is special. It's special. It was literally, the body and neck were in pieces my dad found in an abandoned property, and he gave to me. Everything else about that guitar is not stock. The pick guard was from a pre-wired Hot Rails pick guard, and I just cut it into pieces and screwed it in. It's me. It's me. I put Annihilator on it because I like that word a lot. The word annihilate is a nice word. It looks cool, it sounds cool, it's multiple syllables. An Annihilator. I mean, is there a guitar called an Annihilator? Is there anything called Annihilator? Maybe like a WWF wrestler or something, or a monster truck maybe. Well, I think that's it for now, guys. I think, Will, you're the only person left here. I want to thank you specifically for being here. And I want to thank everybody who watched us tonight, everybody who watches this now or in the future, everybody who watches my channel. You guys make it worth it. You know, sometimes it's really hard to get out there every week and play. It's really hard to be away from my family and my little girl and my wife. But I play and then you guys give me that reinforcement that maybe this is what I'm meant to do, you know? Sometimes you ask yourself, what's the purpose of life and what am I supposed to do? But for me, it's pretty clear. Purpose of life and what I'm supposed to do is to be a dad and a husband and a family man and to play music for you guys. So thank you for giving me that number 2 priority in my life. I very much appreciate all of you, very, very, very much. You guys have a good night. Stay safe. If you're in a part of the United States that's frozen like it is here, it's like negative 10 degrees outside, please stay safe. Please use your head. Don't go out if you don't need to go out. You know, and just please be safe this week because it's going to be really bad. So thanks again. I'll see you next time. I'm going to try to live stream this week if I can. If not, you'll see a video come out Saturday. We are playing Saturday night at a new place I've never played at. It's called the Adventure Beer Company. I don't know anything about it, but we're going to go play there. So cheers. Good night. Be safe. Stay warm.